Hi everyone, welcome back to the Thrill of the Thrift. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I am participating in a collaboration that's being put on by My Happy Home and Deco Easy. And the collaboration is to make a fall wreath using at least one thrifted item. So, this is my thrifted item that I'm going to be using. Cost $1.99 at the Salvation Army. And actually, the wreath that I'm going to use is also thrifted from the Goodwill. I think I got it about, I don't know, 4 months ago. But I took the tag off, so. All right, so I want to let you know what we're going to need for this project, but actually, you know, it's up to you, whatever you want to embellish your wreath with. So of course, I'm going to use this. I have a variety of silk flowers. Some are from Dollar Tree and some are, I think maybe Joann's with the 50% off. Actually, this one right here, these berries are thrifted from the Goodwill. They came with a couple stems, but I'm only using the ones with the orange and the green. Then I have ribbon to make my bow. I have this pretty, like an olive green. I have a chevron pattern, and I have this really pretty pattern here. It's hard to see with the cellophane on. I'll show it to you better when I take that off. And this I also bought on sale, and I can't remember offhand where I got it. Oh, I think it was actually at Aldi Foods. It was two. It came with a green burlap and this one, and it was two in the set, but I don't remember what the price was. This came from Dollar Tree, and this I think might have came from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to need a glue gun, glue sticks, my scissors, my rotary cutter, which I'm going to use to measure out my ribbon and cut it for the bow, which is what we're going to actually do first, is make the bow. A staple gun, which I will show you what I'm going to do with that shortly. And some pipe cleaners. And actually, I have this easy bow maker, and I don't actually use it to make the bow. I use it to hold my bow pieces as I'm making it, so that I don't have to hold it. Okay, so let's get started. So what I want to do first, because I want to give this some time to dry, let me take this price tag off first. And what I'm going to do first is I am going to take these two pipe cleaners. I'm going to bend them up like this so it looks like the top of a field goal. And I'm going to place them on the bottom of my decoration, and I am going to staple gun this on. And I'm going to do one here and one down here. So I have to stand up to do the staple gun, because this thing, I don't know, for a little staple gun, it's hard as heck to push. So let me just stand up here. One, two. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here. Actually, no, I think I'm going to, no, yeah, I think I will do it in the bottom. All right, so do one here. Gee whiz. And actually, I'm going to put another one here because the the other one wasn't tight enough. All right. So, you may be asking, why the heck is she putting these on the back of her pumpkin? Well, this is how I'm going to attach my pumpkin to my wreath. And no, I did not come up with that on my own. I learned that from Whitney Lucas. She's another YouTuber who makes gorgeous wreaths and floral arrangements. The name of her channel is Crafty Thoughts and Whatnots. So you might want to check her out. She's fabulous. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to put some glue on top of these staples just for some extra stability. That way I know that staple is not coming out. So that's why I wanted to do this first, so that it would have some time to dry. Yeah, you can see there's some big blobs of glue on there. Don't run. All right, so I'll set that aside there. All right, so we're done with the staple gun. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so the next thing I am going to show you how to make is a bow, and it's called a crazy bow. And there's a lot of different tutorials out there of how to make this particular bow. I just kind of like wing it. I have a craft mat here, and it has the measurements on it. So depending on how big of a bow you make will depend on how long you want your pieces of ribbon. So I guess, you know what, let's start with this really pretty burlap bow here. Let me get the cellophane off so you can see. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay, so this is wired. So I just want to see about, I want to have a tail. Probably, this is probably about as long of a tail as I want. About this long. Which is about maybe 10 inches. And then my loop, I don't want them to be too big. So I'm going to, I don't want a really big loop, okay? So that's about the size loop I want, and that's about a 5-inch loop. Okay, so then we're gonna measure here, and I'm gonna cut this off. And that way I'll know about how long I need to make each strip of ribbon. So you're going to need to make about, let's see, that's 23. You're going to need probably about at least, I would say 30 inches of ribbon, 30 to 32 inches of ribbon to make a decent sized bow. Okay, so I'm going to do probably 3 of each kind of ribbon. So let me get this out and cut 2 more. I just kind of measure one, go like this, and then cut it. It doesn't have to be exact. It's not rocket science, you know. Nobody's gonna walk up to your door and say, hey, that bow is not even. I don't think so. And you know what? If they do, then tell them to go make their own the way they want to make it. All right, so there's the 3 pieces of this kind. Now let's get our chevron ribbon. Hopefully I have enough of this one for the 3 that I need to make. I'm going to measure it with one of these. So we will go like this. Okay. I just, you know, this is, I hate when ribbon does this. It's so irritating. All right. Oops. 2. And 3. I had just enough. There's like that little teeny piece left. All right. So I'm going to cut the rest of my ribbon and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I have all of my ribbon cut. So what I'm going to do, and I should have probably did that when I went off camera, is I am going to dovetail my ends of my ribbon. Oh my gosh, I always do it the wrong way. I hate that. So I'm just making a V. So what I'm doing is I'm just folding my ribbon in half. You might not want to learn how to do it from me because I almost did it the wrong way. And then you're going to fold it in half. And then you are going to, with the folded side to you, you're going to cut from the corner, from here, up, diagonal. From the point, oh my God, look at that, I did it again. I did it again. Oh my God. You know, it's really not that hard of a thing to do. I don't know what my problem is today. Let's try that again. Fold it in half. This way, then fold it in half this way. Then with the folded part towards you, you're going to cut down, not up, down towards the points. There we go. Holy cow. All right, so now I'm going to do this with my other ribbons. We're supposed to get some thunderstorms around here today. For those of you that don't know, I live in Niagara Falls, New York, which used to be a really booming city, but not anymore, sadly to say. It's really in disarray, and it's very sad. I mean, yes, the falls is absolutely breathtaking, but the rest of the city has really gone down the tubes. Okay, so I got that done. Let me get this stuff out of the way. All right. Get that over there. All right. So let's get to bow making. I am going to start with probably one of the big ones, the wide ones. And actually I'm just folding it in half, and I am going to gather, pinch it together like this, okay? And if you have a bow, or excuse me, a ribbon that has two sides where the picture is really vibrant on one side and crappy on the other, what you need to do is you need to turn this other ribbon, give it a twist so that you have both good sides showing, okay? So now that we have that, I'm going to stick it into my bow maker here to hold it for me. All right, there we go. Now I'll move on to this one, which is also two-sided. So I will pinch and give a twist. Nope, I didn't twist it the right way. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And now I'm going to place it in my bow maker, but I'm going to place it in the opposite way. So the first time this loop is on that end, now I'm going to place this loop the opposite end. Okay, then I am going to take this one. Now this one, this is not two-sided, which is good, because I hate when the stuff is two-sided and I gotta twist it, because I never can do it really good. All right, so I got that twisted, I got my loop, now I'm gonna face it in this way. Okay, so as you can see, I have a system. I have this loop, then this loop is this way, and then the green loop is this way. And I'm just gonna repeat that pattern until I use up all my strips of ribbon. And when I'm done doing that, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I have all my loops in my bow maker. What I forgot to tell you is before you actually start placing your loops in here, you need to take your pipe cleaner and you need to put it in between your two prongs and have them coming out at an angle. If you could see how I have one end there and one here. Because what we're gonna do now is, let me bring you down just a little bit so you can see, is we're going to take our pipe cleaner and we're gonna bring one this way and we're gonna stick one through this way. And we're gonna kind of pull, okay? And then we're gonna bring this out, all right? Now, it came uncrossed, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna cross it again. All right, so we are going to take our pipe cleaner and we're going to give it a really good twist, okay? Couple twists. Then you're going to take the bow and you're going to hold it like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn the bow, not the pipe cleaner, because when you turn the bow itself, it tightens the pipe cleaner up against the bow. All right, so I know it looks like a mess right now, but we have to fluff it up. Let me go back up. Okay, so we have everything kind of is a mess, so we have to fluff it up and make it pretty and whatnot. So it's just, you know, it takes a little bit of time. You just gotta mess with it and fluff it up and open up your loops and pull things here and there and everywhere. Okay, but anyway, so I will mess around with this later. What I want to do right now is just get on to the wreath. It's going to be really pretty. It actually might be a little bit too big for this wreath, but we're just going to go with it. All right, so let's put the bow aside for now and get on to the wreath. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my pumpkin to the wreath, and I'm going to find the part of the wreath where it's like the widest, which would be right here. So let me set this down. Get my pumpkin. And I'm going to lower you down again so you can see what I'm doing. Move my bow maker out of the way. Try to do this at my kitchen table. So, all right. So, I kind of want it like at an angle. So, I have it like this. All right. I'm going to flip this over. And I am going to maybe intertwine the pipe cleaner underneath some of these grapevine branches, and I'm going to try to twist hard as I can, pull and twist. And you're probably saying, did she just lick her fingers? Yes, I did. So I could get a better grip on these pipe cleaners. All right, so now I'm gonna bring this up through here. And lick my fingers again. And I'm going to pull and twist. Hopefully, oh, that's nice. The cat just knocked the camera. Sorry about that, people. He's playing with his pipe cleaner. Okay. All right. So, we have our pumpkin attached. Looks pretty darn good, I think. Okay, so now what we have to do is place our flowers. So, what I normally, that's why I like to put your main focal point on first, before you end up putting your flowers. So that way you know where to place them and, you know, the whole 9 yards. So, I think I want to start with this branch. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend it, because I want to kind of go around the wreath like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to see if I can stick this stem down in here like this. All right. And then what I'll do is I'll grab you know what, I could probably tack this with glue, or I could use a tie, which I think I'll do. The great thing to use when making wreaths are zip ties. Believe it or not, they're awesome. They will hold everything on there, and that stuff will not be going anywhere. So, I'll be back in a second. I gotta go get some zip ties. I forgot. Okay, I'm back, and got my zip ties here. I buy mine at Dollar Tree. You get, I don't know, I forgot how many in a bag for $1, and I use them all the time when I'm crafting. So, yep. So you're just gonna look and see where you want to put your zip tie and just kind of poke it through. You don't want to do it too far because you want to make sure that you have enough zip tie to go around. So you just kind of do it like through the first few branches. Okay, am I having issues here with this zip tie? What's the problem? Oh, there we go. All right. All right, so, and what I do is I pull it real tight, and it will be hidden with other things that we're going to add to the wreath. So just so you get an idea, here's the zip tie, okay? We got this kind of coming around like that, okay? And then this piece back here, I'm going to stick through this loop and zip tie it to the wreath. Bend it, put it right through there, and grab out a zip tie and zip away. We're gonna go like this. See if I could do it to bring it out. There we go. Just zip it. Zip it. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to turn it around because I didn't have it in the right way. I hate when that happens. Oh, I did not want this video to be too long. I apologize. I'm just having all kinds of issues today. I don't know. All right. There we go. Okay. So that's not going to go anywhere. You can see I stuffed it underneath this branch and then zip tied it. And then after I'm done, I'll cut all the excess zip tie off. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm probably going to put the bow up here. Okay, so that way I know that I'm not going to put any flowers there. Okay, so that's going to go there. So I just need to kind of be concerned with filling in, you know, here, down here, and over here. So I have some really, I love sunflowers. They're one of my favorite flowers. A fall wreath would not be complete without at least one sunflower on it. So I'm definitely going to be putting, I have 3 of them that I'm going to put on. And I always leave my leaves on because I love the greenery on the wreath. So let me find my wire cutter. Okay, so I couldn't find my normal wire cutters, so I had to grab these that I use for, they're old, for when I make jewelry. Okay, so, I'm trying to decide. I think I am going to cut them about maybe 2 inches. Whoa. And I'm thinking that what I might do is, let me see if I can turn this to you, is just kind of stick it in between the branches here. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to hit it with some glue to hold it. Okay. All right. So, let me let that dry a minute. And let me grab my other sunflower. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it about 2 inches long. Oh, now we don't want to cut, do we? Okay. I'm having all kinds of issues today. It is just that kind of day. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm thinking I would like to put one here. I think like that. Usually what I do is I'll lay everything out and make sure it's where I want it. And then I'll go back and glue it. So before I glue this one, let me see where I want to put my 3rd one, which is over here. Let me see, where do I want to put it? Here, perhaps? I think maybe down here. Because then the bow's gonna go here. Yeah, I think that'll work. That looks pretty good. All right. So, normally I put glue on the stem and then stick the stem into the wreath. As I said, I was having all kinds of issues today. I don't see it. All right, well, I'm going to put some dabs of glue down in here to make sure it holds. All right, so let's let those dry for a minute. And then I'll figure out, I have a bunch of other flowers that I'm going to try to fit in here. So basically, that's all it is, you know, you just decide the placement of your flowers, put them all in there, put some glue for extra hold. You could zip tie your flowers in too if you wanted to, which I might do. It depends. I'm not sure. We could also use zip ties on this instead of pipe cleaners. That would have worked out well too. So you could do either or. So what I'm going to do is I am going to finish putting all my flowers on in my bow, and I will come back and show you the finished product. Okay, everyone, this is the finished product. I think it came out pretty well. Yeah. I do have to say, next time I will not use such a heavy decoration, because it is pretty heavy. As you could see, it's pretty thick. But other than that, I think it came out awesome. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, how you like it. What I did is I just took a ribbon and I tied it in a knot and looped it through at the top to hang it. And that's it. So I just want to thank the girls at My Happy Home and Deco Easy for this collaboration. Please make sure you check out their website, or their page, channel. I don't know what's the matter with me today. My mind is gone. But you know what I mean. All right, everybody. Thanks. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.